In this video, we're going to go over breakfalls. The Korean term for breakfall is nakba. So, of course, we want to keep in mind that breakfalls are going to be a safe way to land if we are ever falling, being taken down, or hitting the ground, basically. So the most basic thing is, of course, we don't want to hit our head and we want to roll like a ball. So the first thing I like to do when we're practicing a back breakfall for starters is just practice that. No breakfall at all, just keeping our chin tucked and rolling like a ball. So just an aside, a little thing I also share with my students is that our chin in Korean is your tuck. So we can remember to tuck our chin by tucking our tuck. So the first thing I want to do is just tuck my tuck and roll back up. Make sure that it's nice and smooth. The next thing I like to do is cross those arms, and without doing a breakfall at all, just slap my hands down to the side, making sure that my hands are going in the correct position. So I say a double, low 5. Then we'll add that into that roll. I'll turn sideways. So I'm going to tuck my chin, cross my arms, roll, and slap. If we can do that successfully, I'm going to go up one level up, and the way I'll do that is just hop onto my tiptoes. So just a teeny bit up in the air, and I'm just going to follow that same pattern. Cross my arms, tuck my chin, I'm going to roll back, slap my hands. And I'd like to note that when I do slap my hands, I'm not going to glue them to the floor. I'm going to go ahead and slap and bounce them back up. And then the next level I'd like to do for my back breakfall is to take it into a standing position. When I get there, I'm not going to fall backwards like a tree going timber. I'm going to follow my same pattern. So I want to cross my arms, tuck my chin, and then I'm going to have my students go ahead and bend their knees and then roll back and add that slap in. So that's that back breakfall. And students can practice from whichever position they're most comfortable in working. So seated, tiptoes, or standing. The next breakfall I'd like to work on is a side breakfall. So the way I'm going to start my side breakfall, I'm going to put my legs in a figure 4 position, and whichever leg is extended, in this case my right leg is extended, I'm going to take that same hand and bring it up to the side of my face, and I'm going to just place the other hand on my belt. And from here, my hand's going to go in that same low 5 position. I keep my chin tucked. I'm going to reach towards my toes, lean over onto my side, and slap. I'm going to follow the same pattern that I did for back breakfall, which next would be going onto those tiptoes. So if I start on my tiptoes, I get my hands ready. Now, I'm going to kick my front leg forwards, and I'm going to aim to have a rolling side breakfall. So my leg's going to kick out. I'm going to reach for my toes for that low 5 slap. Chin tucked. And that would be that tiptoe side breakfall. And then the next bump up would be my standing side breakfall. So to follow the same pattern, seated, tiptoes, standing, I get my hands ready, and I'm going to mirror the same shapes we already made. So I'm going to go ahead and kick this foot out in front, and my goal is to land ankle, knee, hip, and again, I want that rolling motion. Side breakfall. When I learned side breakfall, I did not actually learn this way. I learned it as a sweep across the front, this direction. In both cases, I follow all the same principles, so either one is fine with me. Let's try that same side breakfall on the other side. We're going to start in a seated position, figure 4, one hand on my belt, one hand up to my face. I'm going to lean over, slap that mat, And then next one will be up on those tiptoes. Hands, kick, rolling side break fall. And then my last one will be my standing. And again, I'm going to work on that forward motion just because I like that it follows the order that we've been practicing. I get my hands ready, kick this foot in front, side break fall. And again, just like back break fall, you can practice this seated, tiptoes, or standing wherever you feel comfortable getting some repetitions in. Most important thing, keep that chin tucked so we don't hit our head. Practice strong. See you on the mat. Tung So.